This is Pep Guardiola's. After a dismal FA Cup exit of the weekend, Newcastle filled the team which beat Cardiff 3-0 in their last Premier League game. 6 of those players were rested for the cup defeat by Watford at the weekend, including top scorer Salomon Rondon and Fabian Schär, the former bank worker who was the shock 2-goal hero against Cardiff. Still out injured, Shelvey, Diame and Dummett, and Key has returned back from the Asia Cup with an injury, so he can't take his place even on the bench tonight. As for Manchester City, they have Kevin De Bruyne in the Premier League starting lineup for only the 3rd time this season after all his injury problems. He was really back to his best at the weekend. After being rested in the FA Cup, Sterling, Sane and Aguero return to the starting lineup here, as does David Silva and Aymeric Laporte. The injury-plagued Benjamin Mendy has a swollen knee still and didn't even travel. With me tonight is Martin Keown. Good evening, Martin.
Good evening, and expect Man City 4 points behind the leaders Liverpool, ready to go for it tonight. And I think Newcastle, from my point of view, is just to try and keep the score down almost. I know that sounds particularly crazy, but it might even come down to goal difference for them to stay up this season.
And David, this will begin and end at the sound of the referee's whistle.
Playing 24 hours after Liverpool. This time they play 24 hours before them, and they can cut the... Looking to curl one with the left foot. Sane was in there, and Aguero scores within seconds. 25 seconds or so on the clock.
And we talked before the game about keeping it to a respectable scoreline. City straight out the blocks. It's Sterling that's running at the...
The plans to be resilient and organised undone within moments.
Well, absolutely stunning, isn't it, from Man City?
Manchester City ahead already. That's how it's been going. Rafa Benitez, all the planning, all the work on the training ground. Rondon. Over the head of Atsu, they're really good. Looks like there has going to be work. That's Longstaff looking for the ball to pick up in early January. Quite astonishing. Dispossessed. Perez has got in behind here. Chance for Newcastle United. Sterling offside. Flag went up straight away once the ball arrived. De Bruyne leaves it for David Silva to play it in there. Laporte was with
the pitch, but he's been asked a lot of him here.
Aguero again puts it in the back of the net. But the referee is not going to allow that. He's going to pull the play back, and he's going to book De Bruyne. Let's call in Phil Dowd on that one. Phil, what's happened there?
I think what he's done is told De Bruyne to hold the ball until he's ready. You can see he's got his back to play. De Bruyne takes the kick and correctly comes back and cautions him for taking the kick when he wasn't even ready. Back to him, takes the kick, yellow card.
In that midfield has been a very, very major player for Manchester City. Walker. For Sterling to chase, he won't keep it in play. Before Atsu's arriving, it's come to Rondon here. Atsu can let go here, deflected and over the bar. Will be a corner kick. The Newcastle, when they get those moments, they have to be clinical.
Well, Danilo giving it away initially, then it's into Rondon. He gathers the ball well, lays it off. And it's a very good block, you have to say, from Stones. Very important.
To stop Atsu, who hasn't scored yet this season. In fact, what a touch that is to Aguero. Newcastle, well, it's come out to Sane now for Manchester City. So did Dummy, David Silva. Right delivery, and it was well defended by Fernandinho in the end. And Sane digs out across. That one will be harmless as far as Newcastle United's record there is not encouraging when they go behind. As Lejeune, Ajax player, Frenkie de Jong is off to Barcelona. Newcastle making a mistake there. Sane ahead. This could costly. Sane, absolute express train. Proving quite important. Here's Aguero looking to measure one. De Bruyne to Played in. Sane fancied that might drop for him. It did for Sterling. Still Sterling. Lascelles doing his job.
Great play, wasn't it? Fernandinho really whips this ball out, real pace, like an arrow. To Walker, comes inside to Sterling, just gets his shot away, defending in the end.
Perez on the turn. Sterling was dispossessed by Hayden in midfield, and Sane, suddenly they changed the gear of the attack. Sane, to Rob Longstaff. De Bruyne's got Aguero in there in the middle. He tried to find
more direct.
Aguero looking to work it into that. And the cross not of sufficient quality. Atsu had Danilo forced a bit wider than he would have wanted, but he's dug out a half-decent cross. Sane got there, and then Silva's header is blocked on the line by Cher.
Cher to the rescue, wasn't it? Again, we saw 3-4 very good passes, and suddenly there's an opening, an opportunity.
Remarkable escape for Newcastle United. Seemed that David Silva was going to score there. Here's David Silva.
Awesome.
Sane. Sterling couldn't quite get on the end of that. Went just behind him. Head in hands for Sterling.
Just flashes past players, doesn't he? Sane again. Just comes out wide to him. Just watch him the way he just skips past his opponent, just whips it in. Dear, that was close, wasn't it?
He was onside, Sterling, no question.
Wonderful ball. He just sort of teases that in there, works out the angle he wants. That's the manager saying, isn't it? Get in there. Wants that ball attacked. Hunger in the ball.
Good looking cross that. I think Pep Guardiola will want Manchester City to take slightly better care of the ball than they did in the... Aguero, away by Owen Hargreaves with Sane. I think doing this time just a bit too long, and City fans might be quite relaxed about it. Lovely ball in. David Silva, that might be the second. Dubravka was there. Sane now. Walker. Sterling. Danilo. Danilo was strong enough there to make sure Rondon didn't nick the ball away. Wasn't he?
Yes, definitely. But I think it's De Bruyne's form as well. It's been a bit loose tonight.
Fernandinho, that's too long. No problems for Dubravka. Cher got himself in a bit of a mix-up. And then you've got a header back into the melting pot. It goes at Newcastle United. Our level, Rondon puts Newcastle level right out of the blue.
Well, it's exactly that, Ian. Benitez will be pleased, but Guardiola knows it's just a ball into the box, and you have to credit Rondon.
Maybe that's why Pep was worried. He knew one moment like that could turn it all around. Big, big goal at both ends of the table. Salomon Rondon, Newcastle.
In the team tonight.
In behind here, though, crossed in towards... It's going to come off. David Silva was caught late. Aguero, just off balance. Neat piece of work. Links up with Rondon. Hayden got it in behind. Bernardo Silva played it back. Danilo's got a bit of space on the edge of the box. Oh, Fernandinho in trouble. That was on a penalty kick. Referee says yes. And Ritchie scores. 2-1 Newcastle. Improbably, they've come.
Delighted. There he is going through the tactics now. Does he need to make any changes? Pressure that Ritchie was under, and you can see what it means to the stadium, to the players, and to Ritchie there. He kept his nerve brilliantly. Benitez will be
from behind to lead here, and Manchester Manchester City in deep, deep trouble. The one in, across the face of goal. Dubravka, yeah, the flag's up anyway.